These are some Dinar Guru updates, starting off with with Bruce via Wiser Now. It's hard to imagine in a way that this is about over, but I believe with the intel that I have, I believe that this should do it. We have people in Iraq that we talked to, and this blew my mind to find this out that Iraq had finally been released from the sanctions that the Central Bank of Iraq was under. They were still under sanctions and as a result were not allowed to trade their currency openly until last week. Right, Blue Wolf says, no matter what is said and done, this RV is a done deal. It has happened, it shall be distributed. You'll receive your 800 number. You will exchange your currencies to the highest rate, period. Breitling says one of two things. Iraq is going to add value to the currency, or if things go sideways and Iran influence Iraq's markets where they start going negative, we, the US, are going to de-dollarize Iraq. They're going to add value to their currency, and you better exchange as quickly as possible. The water's still muddy right now. You have two options, and they're going to add value to the currency. One, you probably get to stay in a little longer. The other one, you need to get out as quick as possible when they start adding value to it. All right, Mark Z via PDK, over the weekend, Iraq announced they are selling government bonds. Question, why is this important? Why does this matter? Mark Z says, well, this is also what happened in Kuwait right before the new rates released. Literally the week before they announced their RV, they announced they were going to start selling bonds to repair their infrastructure and all those things. And then bam, we got a reset there on their currency. This is why that is important. There's great expectation in Iraq right now because of this. They're hoping to see the new rate midweek this week. All right, RV already read an article that helps the Iraqis will start to sell government bonds with 6 to 7% rates for 2 years. Now tell me, why would they sell bonds at a program rate for such a long period of 2 years? The construction bonds in Iraq are great news. RV next, I hope. Right, Bob the Taxman, gifting assignment, estate planning. You can use them for the IQD. You can use them for crypto. They need to be done before the RV. When is that coming? Friday at 3 o'clock. I don't know when it's going to happen, but I tell you this much, it's getting closer instead of further away. You got to get them done before then. You can use the same documents for IQD or cryptos. Get those things done. They're unlimited. You can make a gazillion of these things. I tell people you can do it in the middle of the night in your underwear. It doesn't make any difference. You can make all those that you want. All right, Pimpy says, let's listen to the man himself, Dr. Shabibi. Listen to what Dr. Shabibi says about the exchange rate conference question a few years back. How far do you believe that we are from a potential revaluation? Shabibi says, well, even if I know the answer, I cannot tell you. When people say, well, my inside person told me, no, they didn't. This is Dr. Shabibi. I told you to understand in some countries leaking this kind of information is the death penalty. No person in their right mind is going to tell you the date or the rate. It's against the law. That's like having insider trader information. He's very careful with his wording. Can't let anybody at all know one way or another anything about a date or a rate. All right, Mark Ziva, PDK. I'm still hearing fantastic things from my Iraqi sources. They're in a mad push to get the RV done before the end of the month. This is just 3 days away. There are great expectations for Wednesday. Contacts in Iraq think the new rate is coming out Wednesday, so I'm getting fantastic news from Iraq. I hope this is it. All right, lastly from Frank26, says Iraq is going to be a trading hub, and the reason why is because they will stay on par with the American dollar.